We normally get a little red. Do we get a little red light at the top?
Leader, your meeting is now live.
Okay. Good afternoon and welcome to this meeting of the portfolio, the Leaders portfolio, on Monday the 14th of September. Welcome. Just to go through who is here, I'm Gerald Van Jackson, I'm Leader of the Council. So shall we do introductions? Donna, do you want to say who you are and why you're here?
Yeah, sorry, I was taking myself off mute. Thank you very much. My name's Donna Jones. I'm Leader of the Opposition and the Conservative Group Leader.
Thank you. Stephen?
Councillor Stephen Morgan, Leader of the Labour Group.
Claire?
Councillor Claire Udy, Leader of Portsmouth Progressive People Group.
Okay, then we are also joined by Anne, who's going to be introducing the report. Anne, do you want to say who you are?
Yes, my name's Anne Keynes. I'm in the property team. I'm Head of Acquisitions and Disposals and here to present the report.
Lovely. Stuart?
Hello, Leader. Yes, Stuart Aglen, Democratic Services. Thank you.
Wayne?
I'm Wayne Layton. I'm the Finance Manager here at Portsmouth City Council.
Peter? Peter Balfe, that is. You're on mute, Peter.
Oh, forgive me, I'm talking nonsense. I was on mute. Thank you, Gerald, for introducing me. Hello, colleagues.
And Peter, what's your role here today?
No idea, really. Just to give some advice relevant to Anne's report, if necessary, and
so
relevant.
Peter, what I'm trying to get out of you is you're the city solicitor. For those people who don't know who you are, the millions that will be watching on the live stream.
I did say that, Gerald. I'm sure I did. I tend to remember it, but
you were
just
on
to give
mute.
some general advice.
Excellent.
Thank
Okay.
you,
now then, who? I think we've got Vicky here.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. Vicky Fleethouse, Democratic Services.
And we have Peter, second Peter as well. No, he's just pushed the buttons. And that looks like Sophie Mallon from our legal team has also joined us.
Yeah.
So, colleagues, I don't think we have any apologies for absence. Colleagues, any other declarations of interest? I don't think so. I don't think any of us are members of the Ravelin board, are we?
No.
No, I think we've been removed. No. Okay. Then, so we're going to have to move into closed session in terms of the confidential appendix that we've got. So I'm going to see if I can move that. But if people are happy to keep the discussion on the stuff in the open paperwork, then I hope we'll be able to do the meeting in open session. But if not, we'll need to move to a separate thing. Wayne, you're waving and muted. Still muted. We can't hear a word, Wayne.
Sorry, I'm a director of Ravelin Group Limited, not Ravelin Housing. So potentially I suppose I'm compromised.
Peter, what is your view? Should we throw Wayne out?
I think it's probably sensible to throw Wayne out on the basis there is a very clear connection between those two entities. So probably good to have him not on that bit.
Okay, so
I'll
Wayne, can you go away, please?
To come in.
Yeah,
okay.
Thanks, Wayne.
Apologies for that.
It's all right.
Okay. Sophie, you're also waving.
Sorry, my connection's terrible this morning. Jules is also conflicted, Wayne.
I'll see if I can find an accountant to come back. All right. I mean, I think that it's not particularly complex in terms of the finances in the report anyway, because it just says, look, we haven't done a financial appraisal anyway. So that's the only update any finance person will give. Okay.
right.
That's fair, Wayne.
Okay, so let's wait for Wayne to go away. He's gone. Okay. Colleagues, are you happy for us to move into closed session just in terms of the confidential appendix? And if we're not going to refer to the confidential appendix within the meeting, we'll stay within this. But if anybody wants to have a discussion about that, then we'll need to come out of this one, move to the other meeting to have that confidential discussion, and then come back to this one for a decision. Colleagues, are you happy with that? Okay, lovely. Anne, hello, welcome. Let us know what we need to know.
Thank you. This report is very similar to the one that we had in July, where we the Cabinet agreed to the transfer of Arundel Street to Ravlin. The purpose of this report is to set out the proposal to transfer the old brewery Hambrook Street to the Council's arm's length development company Ravlin to enable them to take forward the proposed development once they have planning permission.
Okay. Colleagues, any questions on this one? No. Okay, Donna, anything question from you? Go ahead. I've had shaking of head. Comments, questions, any thoughts? Should we go around? So, Donna, any thoughts, comments, views?
Yeah, I mean, I support the principle of transferring assets that are prime for redevelopment into Ravlin for reasons set out in the creation of Ravlin many years ago. I think it's a sensible idea. Having said that, I have massive concerns about the yet to be disclosed financial appraisal. I am aware of some outline figures which for me make the development completely unviable. But having said that, I know they're only outline, and as Wayne quite clearly said, no financial appraisal has been done yet. I have been in contact with Chris Ward, who has said that everything needs to get signed off by him as Section 151 anyway before the asset transferred. So this is almost an in principle decision today, really, which is why I support the in principle. But as with Arundel Street and some of the other schemes we've got floating around at the moment, I mean, all I would like to do, Gerald, is maybe have a conversation with you offline if I can. But I am concerned about the financial appraisal work that's being asked of Wayne. The project being handed to by Assistant Director of Regeneration that I think are maybe not where they need to be. I think Wayne's doing a good job, so no criticism at all. But I do think in terms of financial viability, we need to take a very, very close look at that. But in principle for today of what's being asked, I have no objection.
Okay. All right. Stephen, any thoughts? You're on mute, Stephen.
Sorry, Gerald. Yeah, I'm content with the recommendations as set out in section 2 of the report.
Okay, thank you. Claire, any thoughts, questions?
No, I'm just to reiterate what I said in planning, that I really like the design of the building that you had up. It was very nice. Thanks.
Okay. On that basis, then I think we're happy to approve the recommendations that's set out in paragraph 4 from this. So
can I just ask a question, if that's right? Sorry, I should have said this in my comments. Apologies. Could we have it that the appraisal came back for group leaders once it's been done? Because I think that otherwise what you're doing today is delegating everything, I think, which includes not just when the transfer takes place, but also signing off the business case to Chris. And I think it would be prudent for all of us to have oversight of that again.
Actually, can I just comment on that, because I'm here because essentially the legal comments only covered the property aspect of the transfer, and what needs to be put in the decision is that the decision needs to be made as against the internal process that we've now got in place for PCC companies, i.e., PCC acting as the shareholder and the control governance over the board itself. And that's not mentioned in the report because, it's been looked at as solely a property transaction, but there is a separate governance piece that goes in the background of the company itself.
So Sophie, are you saying that we can't do as Donna has requested?
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. There's no, but alongside that, there is an internal process that needs to be followed, which hasn't been mentioned in that report, and it's quite key that it is.
Okay. Sophie, so do we need to change the recommendation to cover that as well?
I'm happy to amend it, to add some extra legal comments in, if that would be easier, because the recommendation can go ahead, coming back to the Leaders Forum, but in the legal recommendations, I'd suggest that it says there's some reference to the internal company governance.
Okay. Is everybody happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. With those words added, and also that we bring the business case back to group leaders, I'm happy to support this and for it to go forward. Okay, everybody. Thank you very much indeed for your time today. That is the end of the meeting.
Thank you, Leader.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.